Everyone, I am here by myself because I don't have a husband anymore because he's not here with me. That means he doesn't exist. Welcome to hashtag Whack Wednesday here on Watch Autumn Keto. My name's Autumn. Oh, wait a minute. I'm married again. This is my husband, Richard.
You sent me on 13 errands.
We go live here on our YouTube channel every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, but we also go live on our other channel, the Weathers channel, every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So be sure to catch us there.
When I'm not sitting on 35 errands.
Babe, literally, what errand did I send you on? What errand did I send you on?
Let's check the dogs.
No, I did not say that. I didn't say that. Heath is here, says first, good evening, Heath. Hoop is here, says good evening, awesome weathers and Wark fam. It's still winter, I know, right? And chocolate chip are still my fave. What are you doing?
I got a bag of lightning don't strike both of us.
Oh my gosh.
Make sure lightning strikes only one.
Blue Dove's here, says third, those pralines really do look delicious and they still taste delicious.
Oh, yay.
I had nothing to talk about, so I was just like, I'm still going to talk about how delicious those pralines were. The title of today's video is Keto Chow Pralines. I made them on a whim yesterday after talking to Teresa.
Are still the title.
Yeah. After talking to Teresa, she was like, I made some Keto Chow Pralines. And I was just like, what? You can do that? Right? And so the recipe is on their website. That is what I should have actually linked, is the recipe to the pralines. But if you just type in pecan pralines with root beer, Keto Chow, they're there. And if you use the link in the description box below, you can get 10% off that Keto Chow. I use the chocolate toffee, but you know, we were talking this morning, you could probably use just chocolate, maybe even chocolate peanut butter, or root beer. I don't know. I've never tried it with root beer, but you know, you could use other flavors besides the root beer, because that's exactly what I did, and they're still delicious.
I say get away from those flavors and lean more into the fruit.
Brian is here, says great evening, y'all. Hope everyone had a whack-a-lackin' awesome hump day. I absolutely love that. I love the tip of the hat there. Cowboy. It was pretty normal. Sean is here, says hello.
My wife sending me on the errands.
All the O's. Yeah, he's still on this errands kick. So whenever I see all the O's like that, that is Mrs. Doubtfire. So that's what I have to go with. And Mom is here, says fourth. Hey, Mom. Judy's here, says good evening, Mr. and Mrs. How was your day? It was good. It was uneventful. Actually, it was quite eventful. I took down all of the proper human diet orders that came in.
Took them down?
Like I organized them. Like I
fulfilled them.
No, I didn't fulfill them. I like recorded them so that I could then fulfill them. Like, I basically downloaded them onto a spreadsheet so that I could organize, like, what items do I have in stock? What items do I need to order? So that's what I meant by took them down. I mean, like, wrote them down. But I didn't write them. I just exported them to a spreadsheet. Okay. So that's what I did.
That's a positive, though.
Jerry's here, says good evening. Matreya's here, says hello. Hi, Matreya.
Good evening.
I know Jerry said he's still so loud. Yeah, he was over there making noises. I can't get rid of him for real.
Jerry. You know what's about. Just like your house.
Shut us and pay no attention to the voice hacking in the other room. Exactly, trying to let y'all know he was here. So.
Well, now you're trying to drop a hint on me. You see how you're trying to drop
Melanie
dimes
says, hi, Mr. and Mrs.
She dropped dimes on food.
Teresa's here. Says, good evening, all. Hi, Teresa. I saw the picture of you in the pool.
Evening,
it looks so like something I want to do. I want to go swimming. That's what it looked like. Something I want to do. Brianna's here. Says, good evening, Whack fam. Hi, Brianna. Glad that you are here.
Your love of water.
I do. I like to swim. I don't like beaches. I don't like the ocean, but I like pools. So yeah. Blue Dove said, I like your idea of using toffee root beer float. It just sounds weird. It does just sound weird with like pecans in it. And I'm like, because the recipe calls for pecans. And I'm just like, why would they use root beer? I don't know. But
have you ever baked with root beer before?
The chocolate toffee. No, I mean, I don't like root beer in general. So I don't drink it or anything like that.
I think it bakes nice.
No,
it bakes nice.
It bakes nice. Beth
I didn't make the recipe.
Hello, Autumn, Richard and Whack fam. 11 days, 10 hours, 5 minutes, and 39 seconds as I hit send. I was wondering, I was like, Beth should be going to Mexico sometime soon. I wonder how long that's going to be. But if everyone's wondering, all of these, like.
Well, at least you won't get lost.
Yes. What does that mean?
We'll know where you're at.
Oh yeah, we'll know where you're at. Yeah, says good evening, Autumn, Richard, and the family. Driving home from work, ear hustling. Glad that you're here.
Drive safely.
Yes, Brianna said, are you making the PhD t-shirts? Yes, I am. And the store is live. Click on the link in the description of this video to order your very own PhD shirt. But yes, I'm making all of those. I am fulfilling those orders.
There you
Tanya's
go.
Here says, what's up, you guys? Good evening. Hi, Tanya. Glad that you're here.
Good evening, Tanya.
Bluto said the bots have arrived. I saw one comment. I was like, nope. To which Hoofton says, I hope the bot hits the thumbs up. Hey, if they hit the thumbs up, they can stay. But no, they can't.
We had a bot.
Yes.
Must have been talking about me.
Yes. Jerry said, did you get a lot of PhD orders? Yeah, there were about 40 orders that came across just yesterday. So Yay. I'm assuming that more, the more they talk about them, that was the initial push. But as long as they put the link everywhere and as long as they keep wearing them, I just hope to have like a steady, trickle.
I mean, that's how t-shirts happen.
Teresa said, come on, join in. I know, right? You don't live that far away, but it's still far away.
Who's that?
So Teresa, she lives in E-Town.
I mean, it's not that far away.
No, it's not that far away.
It's not that far away at all, Teresa. We can swing over and take a swim.
Yes. Oh, okay. So Maitreya said, well, the root beer is root beer float. So it's a nice vanilla flavor with a light root beer taste.
See?
You know what? I'm not giving the root beer float what it deserves.
Well, I 100% agree with that. Or the root beer. Minus the float.
No.
Root beers are pretty nice.
Brianna said, I was listening to Dr. Barry's live the other night. He had over 2,000 people. What will you do if you get so many you can't handle it? Oh, I'm going to hire. I'm going to be able to handle it, right? And so I have employee number 1. My mom could be employee number 2. Like, we will get these, we will be able to handle it. But, but that's the thing. My whole goal, my whole dream is to like build Keto Strong into like an empire where people are just making shirts for me anyway. Like, we still control everything, but other people are actually doing the work because if you build a business around yourself to where you're the only person that can do everything, you just trade one job for another, right? Like the goal is time freedom. So it's like, I might be making shirts in the beginning, but the goal is to have employees that make shirts on my behalf so I can just do this, and just enjoy my times. But yeah.
You're so cute. This is beautiful.
That's what I'm working on.
There you go.
Blue Dove said Dr. Barry and Nisha talked you up in the Patreon live today. Oh, awesome. Nisha said she had to rush her Valentine's design, but we'll get with you for making her Love You Mean It shirts after this holiday run. Yeah, I saw that with the little heart candies and stuff like that. That looks cute. So
sounds like it's gonna be more room.
Yes. Jory said your lives are my favorites. Just saying, I appreciate
back
that.
at you, Jory.
Cynthia's here, says, hey, how the heck are you? I was like, are her lives our favorite? We're doing great. So
good evening,
I'm glad that you're here, Cynthia. Bluto said delegating is the dream. Oh yeah, absolutely. That is the goal.
Until delegating becomes a job.
Yeah. No, because here's the thing. Then I'm gonna hire a manager. And the manager is going to actually manage the people. That way I only have to meet with the manager like 1 hour a week and be like, how's the business? And that's it. Like, that's what I want.
Prime embezzlement money.
No.
They embezzle.
Now you know.
Somebody embezzles something.
No, you
know. You got too many people in there. And too many hands in the pot.
On the finances.
Somebody like, it'll take me $35
I agree with that.
To go get some lunch.
Shauna says, yum, that sounds good. I'll make Keto Chow root beer float to take with me to scrapbook retreat. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Today's your Friday already? Jeez Louise, I absolutely love the cartwheel emoji.
There you go.
Brian said, agree, Joe Ray. I love our nonsense. I love you guys' nonsense.
I was going to say, between Joe Ray and Brianna, that's a lot of
nonsense abound,
that's a
right?
lot of nonsense. Especially when you add this one into. I'm just being
Teresa, exit 94. Oh, is it 94? You live deep into E-Town then. Because the 90s, because like 20 is the Gene Snyder. So I don't think it's not 70 miles to where you are, is it? Unless you live somewhere else that I'm not thinking about. So
that's that country living.
I know,
that's
right?
That country living.
Because that's how I recognize like how far away or how close we are to Louisville. Like whenever you cross into Kentucky from Tennessee, you count down. Like the expressway exits start to count down. So like they start at 140 and then they keep going down. So I know that way when I get
hit Indiana, it's zero.
It's zero, exactly. So we get off at exit 20. So we're like, that far away from the city itself. But
that's so beautiful.
Yes.
I love that.
Bluto said, you can't embezzle yourself, can you? I mean, so I can evade, like I can commit fraud like with the IRS and like all the governing bodies, but not myself because I know the money I'm taking.
Well, depending if you have a split personality, so you can totally embezzle from yourself.
Oh my God. Shauna said, truth, me actually doing a cartwheel would probably result in an ER visit. Same. I haven't tried a cartwheel in so long.
I was just gonna say you are built very frail.
Yes.
You're built very fragile.
Oh my gosh.
Drink some milk.
Oh my gosh. Teresa said, I get on 102 to go to Louisville. I wonder what street that is. Like Country Road.
Main Street.
But like Shelbyville Road. No, it's not Shelbyville. Elizabethtown Road. Is there a E-Town Road? No. Melanie Sears says, hit the like button, folks. Absolutely glad that you're here. So yeah, today was just a chill day. I am really focused on like paring down the activities that I'm focusing on.
Day. It was really chill.
Well, I mean, it was a very like.
I was ripping and running across the city today.
Yeah, Richard was ripping and running across the city.
From one job to another. I don't know where your children came from.
I literally being outside, freezing. So that's
chilling.
Yeah, that's chilling to the bone.
You said the wrong verbiage. We both were working hard.
We both were working hard today. So there we go. In the words of my husband, we both were working hard today.
No, we're not working.
Brianna said they are working on replacing our exits to be the miles from the border instead of a random number. They are now. I get why people like it, but it seems like an unnecessary expense to me. I think it's one of those things that like lasts a lifetime though. Like do it now, and then that's just how they are forever.
Well, that's the thing. It's one of those things where if you're about money, if you're dependent on that, about like truck drivers, and if you like need those to track where you're at and who you are.
And also in cases of emergencies, like it'd be better to be like I'm in mile marker 26, like, and that way you just like know how far away it is.
If it's your world, if you live it. You gotta.
Well, listen, I can't even do a cartwheel when I was young and limber. I think I could. I can never do like a back handspring where you like do a cartwheel and then like you land with both feet, or maybe that's what I can only do is like a back handspring.
Flip?
No.
What's a back handspring? Back flip.
Because I think that's the thing. I think a back handspring starts like a cartwheel. But instead of just like landing with one foot, another foot, you like turn your body and land with both feet. I don't know. Either way.
Now you're getting fancy on me now.
Cece said I would kill myself if I tried to do a cartwheel.
I was going to say, I don't know what you just said.
Heath is like,
that just tore my
screw you guys. I'll do all the backflips I need to do.
Everything you just said hurt my body.
Jory said, what are you going to do with your lives once you start your new job? I don't know. I'll probably.
Well, we don't know the schedule yet.
Exactly. That's the whole point. I'll probably have to cut one or two of them. But I'm assuming that since I get to work from home most of the time, I'll be able to just like put a standing 30-minute, meeting on my calendar. It'll be different once I start traveling, because I don't know where I'll be during those times. But I will be able to let you guys know, like, I can go live these days. And I should definitely be able to keep Sunday no matter what, because I shouldn't be traveling on the weekend. So I should be home on Sundays no matter what.
There you go.
Brian said, I can do a cartwheel, no problem. The problem is it's usually when I go flying off a mountain bike and not on purpose. See, that is a problem.
And I don't think that's a
here
cartwheel.
says, hello. Yeah,
I
think your feet have to start on the ground in order for it to be a cartwheel.
No, I can do a cartwheel. It's the flips that I don't. It's when both.
That's what it is. A round off. It's not a back handspring. There's no way I could. Okay, we got the round offs. We got the round offs.
Thank you, cheerleader gals.
Thank you. So
you're amazing. That's what I needed. Because I didn't know what you were talking about.
Oh, Cynthia said, Autumn, did you get the job? Why, yes. If you haven't heard me announce it, they did offer me the job. And I did accept the job. My first day is Valentine's Day, February the 14th. So I still have a couple weeks before I start, which is great.
Did they give you candy on your first day?
They better not. But you know, that is, I am expecting some sort of like office.
They're gonna give you shenanigans.
They're gonna give me shenanigans. And so yeah, February 14th. So I don't know. He said, just please don't schedule a lot for Friday nights. No, I won't do any evening. Like it won't switch to the evening. So we should still be able to do WAC Wednesday, but I'm only messing with the days of my morning labs. Probably not even the times.
Readjusting or moving around, rotating.
Yes.
Or we'll flip.
Oh my God, Joe Ray said back handspring is like a backflip, but you put your hands down. A backflip, you don't put your hands down. That makes sense. Of course, you would know.
Well, and both of those scare me, Joe Ray. So you didn't win anywhere it went.
Yes.
I ain't doing neither one of those.
Yes.
Both of them sound like it's going to tear my ACL.
Cynthia said, congratulations. Well, thank you so much.
Oh,
yes. Cece said, wow, Autumn, didn't realize you were hired on the job. Yeah, got the job, and I'm going to be a trainer, and I'm really excited about it.
You basically get anything you want. It's called your prerogative.
It is. It's just my life. It's just attracting the things, that I need. He said, we put out a new video today in celebration of our new affiliate. Oh, Redmond Real Salt. Their smoke salt is back. That's amazing. Everyone.
Is that how you spell it? Redmond? Redmond?
Maybe. No, Redmond. Redmond.
Sea salt. That's the Jamaican salt.
Oh gosh, he loves to do it. Jamaican
I'm just saying, that's what he told me to do.
My ears
he told me to do Redmond. Redmond.
No.
The boatman clock.
No.
What?
Stop it.
It's a new birthright.
No, you can't. Every time he does it, it just wigs me out. Oh my God.
As if your accents don't wig me out.
I don't try to do the accent. Joe Ray said, I was in gymnastics when I was little. I wasn't very good though. Hello.
You got me coughing up a storm over here.
I know.
Because your accents are horrible.
Besides my
yes, that's absolutely horrible. Your Mrs. Doubtfire's absolutely worse.
Wow.
I love you.
This hurts.
It's love. It's criticism of love.
This really hurt.
Ooh.
Blue Dove said, yes, the smoke salt hype is real. That's what's up. We still, all the Redmond Real Salt we have is just all the little vials that we be getting from places.
I love my Redmond.
The vials and the packets. We have lots of those. Of course, he said Redmond. Of course, yes. Mary T said, good evening. I always miss WAC Wednesday night. Glad I caught you. Congrats on the job. I missed the announcement. Oh yeah, I got the job.
Yay,
we all know you don't have enough work going on. I need a filler. Exactly. It was just like I feel like I could be doing more with my time.
Exactly.
Brian said I want the Jamaican sauce.
Heath. That's Heath.
Don't do
Heath
that.
got that Redmond.
That's
Redmond.
Melanie said that's so
Thank you, Melanie. Hey, let's get on this island vibe.
No,
we all Irie.
No.
We're Irie, man.
No, stop it.
We're Irie.
You can't do that. Tanya said, Autumn got people stopping me in the streets wearing my Keto Strong gear. You're right, as I rush to the doctor appointment to ask if I do keto and that they used to do it and inform me they drink orange juice to cure that ketosis illness. Girl, I saw you commented that on my reel. So my latest reel is just, it's talking about when someone tells you that they went keto and then they start just like listing off all the processed foods and they really meant to encapsulate just all the wrong things. They just start saying the wrong things, like, and I drink orange juice, and I'm just like, okay, something about this doesn't sound right, but if it's
I also drink sugar water as well.
No, exactly, on keto, right? No. Shauna says, I got me some Redmonds via the Hungry Horde discount. Absolutely. Go for it.
Hey.
Rhonda said, hello, Whack fam. I'm on 2 lives. What you say? I know.
Go
I'm
ahead,
so glad
Rhonda.
that you're here with your bad self. Sam
Good
Banner's here.
evening,
Says, hello,
Rhonda.
peoples.
Good evening.
He said, I really feel like work is just for people who don't have hobbies. You know, I thought I liked to do a lot of things. And I thought that the only reason I didn't do a lot of things is because I didn't have the time. But clearly it's just because I don't really want to do them. Like, I thought I was a puzzle person. I'm not. I have tons of puzzles upstairs, and I could literally spend as much time doing puzzles as I want. I ain't done no puzzles. So clearly I'm not a puzzle person.
Are y'all hearing
like
this?
When you have all the time in the world, it really shows you what you really want to do and what you're not.
Been telling you from years and a half.
Wow.
I appreciate you understanding.
Wow.
I appreciate you learning.
Brianna said, I'm on the Redmonds website and don't see it. The smoked salt. I don't know anything. Cece said Richard's in rare form. He is in rare form.
I mean,
Smokey's here. Says hello, Autumn, Richard, and Whack fam. Hi, Smokey.
Some kind of form,
here,
CC.
so.
This one takes me and runs down the street, okay?
Okay, yeah. So for everybody that won the Keto Chow, don't worry. You haven't missed any announcement or any shipments or anything. I'm waiting on the envelopes to come. Okay. And then once they come, I'll be able to know more about how I'm shipping them to you and stuff like that. So.
And as far as that goes, you mean like whether it's box or bag or something like that?
Exactly, okay. Right. And then you can give me your addresses. A lot of people have sent me their addresses. That's okay. I mean, you know, I've taken them, but if you haven't, don't worry about it. So. Tanya said, it's the people who tell me I've been doing keto for years. I eat meat and veggies all the time, but it's more than that. Yeah, I mean, it's like keto is real food, right? Like it is just actual food. You can substitute with some ingredients if you require them, but at a certain extent, there are just off-limit things that you know, you just shouldn't and can't have. And orange juice is one of those things. It's just like no matter what, you should not have it, right?
Unless you just need sugar water.
Exactly, which on keto you really shouldn't.
Sometimes I guess you need some sugar water.
Mary G said, it's the smoked salt back in stock. Yes, it is. And to celebrate, you can use Heath's discount. Heath, what's the discount? Type it in the chat to order you some smoked salt. So
what's that?
Bluto said, Autumn, do you not have a Redmonds affiliate code? If not, can we post? Yeah, as I was gonna say, Heath, post your discount. No, I do not have a Redmonds.
Yeah, I mean that's what makes sense.
But you know, part of me is like between Two Crazy Ketos and like Heath and like other people, like use their codes, right? You can use my code for Keto Chow, Lakanto, and Keto Crisp. Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite things, right? I have a discount code for Keto Crisp, you know. But everybody else is just
I'm just learning these.
Yeah, everything else I'm just like, you know, no, I don't have one for Smart Cake. Oh, Hungry Horde is the code, right?
Oh,
he said, we know a gal who told us that keto doesn't work because when I stopped, I gained on my weight back. Exactly. Why do people say that? Like, you're not supposed to stop.
Hey, I know keto don't work because I ain't tried it yet.
Sam Manner said, I see the news is on in the reflection of the glass doors. Yeah, so it's actually ESPN, so whatever
that's not news at all. Yeah, it's some type of show.
We don't really watch the news. It's mostly sports television or a streaming service that we're watching, or video games that my husband is playing,
or a TV show.
Or a TV show.
Or anything.
No, but I mean, if it's on cable television, it is most likely, if it's on live television, it is a sporting channel, but we also do watch the DVR live. So we do watch
channel.
Yeah, but you also turn to the food channels. I don't turn to the food channels. So.
Because I like learning stuff.
You do not need to learn the 30th episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
How you layer flavor.
No.
You gotta layer it.
Shauna said, also, Redmonds has some great face masks and toothpaste. Amazing.
Ooh,
so
salty toothpaste.
Yeah, you know. So today, here, what are your thoughts?
Makes me want to eat it.
I want to know your thoughts on this sentiment, right? Because Erica, my friend from Clubhouse, she says it a lot, and she said it this morning, and I was just like, I don't know if I agree with this. When she talks about sugar or processed foods, For instance, say donuts, right? She was going into a Wawa, and I know what those are now because I was in Orlando and we went to a Wawa.
Those are like the Thorntons.
Yeah, the grocery
stations.
store, but they were like huge, like
a gas station.
Yeah, it was like a gas station, like a store, bakery attached to it, right? She says
like a 5-star.
It's not the food itself. It's your relationship to the food. Like food isn't inherently good or bad. It's your actions toward the food and your relationship with the food that you need to work on.
The Wawa lady said that?
No, Erica said that. So for instance, and then she used that example. She said, it's not the donuts that are the problem. It's my relationship with the donuts. But then part of me was like, no, the donuts are the problem. Like, here's the thing. Food, I agree, in my opinion, is not inherently good or bad. But these man-made science experiment addictive drug products that they put on the shelves, those are bad, right? And so it's not up to you to like manage your relationship with those things. They shouldn't exist. They shouldn't be allowed to exist. So I have to talk to her more when she says food, but today she specifically said like, it's not the donuts, it's my relationship with the donuts. And I was like, no, it's the donuts. Like though that shouldn't exist. It's not a real thing. It's like a chemical concoction of like pleasure lighter uppers that affects your brain like drugs. It's not the crack. It's my relationship to the crack. You know, I'm just saying they shouldn't be allowed to exist in the fact that they literally kill people. They're poison. Yes. They're legal poison, right? And so
I think both sides can be right.
I mean, so that's just what I just want to hear people talk about. Mary T said, I got instant karma for ordering keto junk food. Package came with a mouse hole and one of the little chocolate peanut clusters eaten. Amazon is sending me another. Oh no.
You ain't lying. No.
Brianna said donuts are a major trigger for Erica. They are. I said, yes. To which I thought it was so
they're
funny.
They're not the problem.
Because she posted it on Instagram. She just posted like she went to Wawa and did the whole donut counter. And I was just like, oh, that is triggering. That is a triggering image. I'm like, she gave it the middle finger, which was funny. There? But, you know.
I think every time you go to Wawa,
Tanya said it's both. Right? I'd love to hear more about that. Lynette said, I agree and disagree. Okay, yeah. You're not helpful.
Well, so every time you go to Wawa, isn't there going to be a donut counter?
Yes.
So she can literally
Shauna said yes and no, except that sugar reacts horrible in your bloodstream and it's addicting. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So, Melanie said, my mouth won't stop eating the improper diet. This whole sentence is a word. My mouth won't stop eating it. I've never heard
because they won't stop showing me the commercials.
Oh, gosh. He said, my little brother told me that he is eating healthier by cutting out sugar as he is eating a hamburger bun, French fries, potato chips. Exactly. Sweet barbecue sauce and drinking a beer. That's not cutting out sugar.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he did cut out the raw granulated sugar because normally he would put that on the burger, wouldn't he?
Yes.
Would just sprinkle sugar on the burger?
Teresa said, if you eat the donut, it's the problem. You need to say, that's not for me. I'm just saying it shouldn't exist. Like
in the world? Like people shouldn't have made donuts to begin with?
No, I'm saying that like mass marketing food companies shouldn't have such easy access to flood the market with these readily available death products. Like if you want to go to the store and like buy some flour and some sugar and like make like, you know, put in some effort and okay, cool, you get what you get. But the fact that they're just readily available, predominantly available, just right here, and the fact that people spend time trying to figure out how to make it more addictive.
Yeah, which sugar or which one's better for you? I want the 0-calorie donuts.
Brianna said, I agree and disagree. Sugar is bad for you. At the same time, there are a lot of people who don't have food addictions that can eat half a donut and be fine. But is that okay? No matter whether you can eat half of it or not, the donut still has ingredients in it that are just not good for the human body.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say to that is like over time, humans will have invented
sugar
something.
makes my joints hurt.
Yeah, I mean, as humans, we are going to, even if you take us back to the Stone Age, we made things that weren't healthy for us at that time. And we enjoy them.
We'll see
that's just human nature. Like, you know, it's just all of us. We're gonna step outside those comfort zones every now and then, you know?
Lynette says there's definitely a relationship issue. I know if I tried a donut again, I would be toast. And I've come to know that I just can't have them or any sugar for that matter. It's an addiction issue.
If you tried donuts again, you'd be toast. That's hilarious.
If I tried toast again, I'd be donuts. So.
I want both.
Blue Dove said, I get hot about it too. They do studies about how to, addicts and make us overeat. Yeah. And then exploit us for our money. Exactly.
Well, I think the trade-off
Jeff said food can be an addiction. Oh, most absolutely with certain ingredients.
Completely Jeff Jacks. But I think if you boil it all back to its basics, like back when we were just in huts and like villages and stuff, then the people wanted their workers and their soldiers to be healthy. But when that trade-off of corporations, when it became about the bottom line, it's like, we don't really care about the workers. We just want the most money out of them. And then you got the McDonald's out of that. And you got now we're in a situation where now it's just like, everybody throws their hands up. It's like, we don't know anything. Just tell me more, Toucan Sam. Yeah. Sell me Honey Smacks. Yeah. Sell me Honey Smacks Bear.
But maybe that was like with the invention of industry. It's like people are too busy to cook. Let's make this fast food.
So basically, I think we're coming to the point where we had to walk this path to be where we're at, to learn where we're at.
Oh, Jeff said, I'm late. Did you cover the PhD summit? That's a great question. So Jeff, welcome here. I am not talking about the PhD summit, right? Ooh. Whenever that is, somebody let me know, right? But I'm talking in particular about the Proper Human Diet merch that is live and available, right? So if you want, you can click the link in the description box below. So yes, of course, Dr. Barry and Nisha, they host the PhD summit. And I think, and last year or 2 years ago, it was virtual. And I think they want to do one in person. Yes. But in the meantime, we spoke about them relaunching their merch. And we've actually been in development with them for a long time as I produce and fulfill their merchandise through my company, Keto Strong, right?
And summit's around the corner.
We've been working on, going live, and they finally launched the merch today. So I don't know anything about the summit. Sorry to be misleading, but I'm glad you're here. If you want, you can come meet Dr. Barry and Nisha at my conference, which is called Keto Palooza, which takes place in the city of Louisville, Kentucky, this September 30th through October 2nd. Actually, the link to Keto Palooza tickets are in the description of this video. And then if you want, if you don't already have your tickets, you can use the code 2KK, as in 2 Crazy Ketos, for $15 off, because Joe and Rachel will be speakers again this year, and I'm very excited about that. So,
as well as Dr. Ken Berry.
Yeah. Oh, yes, exactly. As well as Dr. Ken Berry, right? So, yes, that's what I was referring to. So, Cynthia said, I have sleep disruptions and night sweats too when I eat sugar. That's me. Now that happens when I eat sugar.
Oh my God. Yeah,
it's after a certain time. Person. Yeah, like if I eat after 8 o'clock, like it's just night sweats.
Wow.
Mary T said, and fast food outlets should be outlawed. I agree. The mass-produced stuff is no better than crack. Hello. We need to go back to the butcher and the baker and the candlestick maker. Hello. I agree.
I'm gonna have to do away with the candlestick maker there, man, because I like my light switches. I like my light switches.
Likes my electricity. Yeah. It might be the downfall of civilization, but boy,
I don't want to go back to candles. I don't want to go back to candles at night.
Tiny said, "Oh wait, these foods are bad. Advertising is bad. They feed addictions and create addictions, but we still have to figure out a way to gain control with our minds and health." I agree. Lynette says, LOL, food addict in recovery here, going on 4 years without even a lick of sugar.
Nice.
That's amazing. How do you not accidentally get dosed at a restaurant or something?
Well, I mean, because you don't go.
The warden here said it's the donuts and those ingredients. They put it in everything. So even those that can eat in moderation and look healthy, look what happens to them when they're older. Exactly. Like, it's not just about how much you weigh or how much you eat. Well, like, it's about the fact that they're allowed to put poison in the food. Well, exactly. And I'm not even talking about sugar. I'm talking about literally all the other ingredients, like the hydrogenated oils and like all the other things.
I'm going to boil it down to, unless you cook it yourself, you are doing something harm to yourself.
I mean,
I think
there's always a price for convenience.
What I'm saying, most people, unless you cook it yourself, either like bodybuilders and weightlifters and stuff, they cook their own chicken. They cook. Yeah. No one goes to like a restaurant and be like, "Give me a whole chicken roasted," because you're gonna add 1,000 things to it that I don't want you to add to.
Namely sugar. grandmother. Mary T said, I tell people who have a keto aversion to simply eat like your great grandmother did. Make your own bread if you must eat bread. Exactly. Lord, but I'll tell you this. My granny makes
nothing.
No, she makes homemade biscuits. They are like blobs of like hardened flour.
Yeah, I was just gonna say those ain't biscuits. She makes those. I was trying to poison folk with them, Lord.
Her homemade biscuits are horrible. Absolutely, but I mean, it feels like I feel like she dusts the outside of flour. Like how are biscuits white? That's all I want to know.
I felt it was dry.
But if you
I was eating it,
oh my god! But if you
it burst into dust in my mouth. I was like, oh, what the?
Oh, but I mean, I think it only has 3 ingredients though, like flour, water,
and more flour, the flour bombs off of that thing. Set us up.
Oh, he said someone's sister told me to reach out to you about making the Hungry Horse shirt. Whose sister? But sure, reach out to me if you would want to talk about that. I would love to discuss it with you.
Maybe the war.
Yes. Tanya said you have to reverse the curse, so to speak. Like the answer starts with you, and then together we can try to go after the mass producers. I agree.
There you go, Tanya.
I do agree that like just saying we should live in a world where donuts are allowed. Like it should be the case, but it's not the case. So you cannot use that as an excuse to be like, I can't do well because there's just donuts everywhere. Like in that respect, it does start with the choice that you make.
And right? I think people need to be more informed on what donuts can do.
When I eat sugar, that's weird. Your feet.
Well, I think it's just your body.
Yeah, Tanya said, Autumn, trust. You're right. I know. But if I wait for them to stop trying to make money, yeah, we'll all be.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like we all as a group have to tell people what's in a hot dog or what's in a donut. What's in the sugar and what it affects can do long term to people. Yeah. That's what's not being said.
Brianna said, I used to make my own bread. It was so good compared to store bought. See, that sounds like a lot. That sounds like a lot of work, but I mean, generally is worth the payoff. So Brian said you take those biscuits and go rabbit hunt with them. So I don't want to do that to them poor rabbits.
Man, we could go deer hunt with those biscuits.
Okay. Said we could shoot them. Like they could be the little pole. Like they could be those things.
I'm not trying to kill everybody.
Husband said I had a dream last night that I ate some chocolate, and since I already ate it, I grabbed a handful of Hershey's Kisses, silver and red foil. So I'm sure it was the Christmas sale. That is vivid. Wow. But that's another reason that I really like. I mean, I really like those pralines. Like
You're feeling in love.
I think it's the best of both worlds. It's like the feeling, it's the benefit, the sweetness of a cookie without the almond flour or erythritol situation. It doesn't have the
aftertaste too.
Like I just had to come to the conclusion, I don't like keto cookies. Like they all taste like almond flour and erythritol to me.
You mean like chocolate chip cookies? Or just all cookies?
Like pretty much all cookies, Like and don't get me wrong,
anything that's on the shelf.
Yes. But I would say my only exception might be the high key mini cookies, because those are hard and crunchy. But any soft cookie to me, whether that's Fat Snacks, whether that is who is it? The cookie department. They're good, but they all taste the same to me. And especially whenever I make them at home, it's just a light poof of almond flour, and I don't need that in my life. So I feel like the pralines are just like the best.
That's the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I get the sweetness that I'm looking for without like the doughiness like of the almond flour.
So sweet. I love that. I love that completely.
Blue Dove said, sounds like an old recipe for hardtack, flour, water, and lard. It might be something. So
I don't even think she got the lard in.
Jeff said, hold my shake. I have to go run and get some donuts. So hopefully it's not a triggering
At least the lard would have some flavor to it.
It literally just tastes like flour and water.
And just more flour.
What, Mom? What is that recipe?
I can tell you. It's called Red on how to bake some baskets.
The Warden says try keto cookies with pork panko. Like that's a real meat cookie right there. Husband said, I'm seriously afraid sugar won't make me feel bad enough for me to think it's a mistake. So I'm trying hard to stick to keto chow for now. Look, this is a very real fear. We talk about this all the time. All those people, like Mary T, like Cynthia, like I start to feel so horrible. My feet hurt. My shoulders hurt. I can't sleep. I can't do this.
My joints are
that is a great like incentive to not eat that way.
Yes.
When you can eat sugar and nothing happens and nothing changes, it gets really easy to be like, well, might as well. Like nothing, I'm not going to feel bad. And this stuff tastes delicious, right? But the thing that really just I have internalized recently is just like, but it's not going to help me reach my goals. It's simply not good for me. So even though I can eat it and it doesn't have any harmful effects, it's not good for me. And I'm in a place where I only want to eat things that are good.
The crazy part is even if it does have harmful effects, the further you get from the symptom, you'll be like, it's okay again.
Yeah.
That's why I always say keep that pain nearby.
So look, the only pain I have ever been able to keep with me is that Thanksgiving pain. Like from the half a bag of chocolate chips that I ate.
That's what still remains fresh in your mind.
Ever. I mean, I'm just scared to go. I feel bad because I'm scared to go toward any Lily's product now at all.
Oh Lord.
Just because I never want to feel that way again, right?
Yeah,
but like sugar doesn't even do that to me.
Well, exactly, but that's what you have. Sometimes you need to keep that memory of that pain.
Buddha said, I have totally had I fell off keto nightmares besides the bite of something here and there. I never really have.
There you
go. That's awesome. I have fallen way off the wagon at points, but I'm trying to get back.
And there's nothing wrong with nightmares because guess what? They a dream.
They a dream.
In your mind.
They didn't really
happen. You had those fakes.
Take it from a former binger, and the longer you don't binge, the less you binge until you don't binge at all anymore. The habit does go. It takes a long time, or you can do it. I think that's a problem. I think it takes a long time where it's like I can put 2 to 3 to 4 months in between, but like you need to put longer.
Exactly.
It takes to really get away from it.
It takes real work. It is not nothing you can just.
Buddha said my mom's dumplings were like that. Things were gray and glue your teeth together.
Well, that's how my mom's gravy was. She had some good dumplings. I ain't gonna knock her dumplings at all, but her gravy.
He said when we found out that I was allergic to almonds, we started subbing pork panko. That is crazy.
Yay!
So, Melanie said I ate wheat bread on a sandwich and had a headache for 3 days. See, that's crazy. I will literally only start to get a headache after I've ingested huge amounts of sugar, and even then, it's only just a little tinge of a headache.
And what's huge amounts?
Like an entire box of like Lucky Charms. Wow. Like I won't get a headache until I eat the entire box and like Pop-Tarts. Like. Yeah. And so
that's crazy.
Just like a single slice of bread or a single sandwich, that wouldn't do anything. So.
Yeah, no, a single wouldn't do anything. It's like a taste.
Cynthia says, Autumn, do you still fast? That's a great question. So I definitely do 18-hour fasts every day. And that's just how my eating schedule aligns.
Well, 18 hours sounds amazing, but you also incorporate the sleep time too. So that's 8 of it.
I mean, but that does count.
In my mind, when I think of a fast, I don't add sleep time.
But literally everyone else does, so you should do that.
Well, I don't fast.
But I mean, you should incorporate the sleeping time. Like sleeping time is legitimate fasting time. It's not like we're cheating by sleeping.
I got you, but it just throws me off a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, we all fast for 8 hours a night.
Exactly, but you don't really reap the benefit. No, that's true.
No, that's what I'm saying. But we don't think of it that way. No one thinks of it. That's what I'm saying. No one thinks of it.
So I fast every night for every day for 18 hours. I don't really do. Sometimes when I'm busy, it might go to 20 or 21 hours. But as long as I hit 18, I'm okay. My eating window is around 2 to 4 hours every day. So I just fast naturally because I don't like eating all throughout the day. I like to get all my eating over with and then move on, right? So I don't like to space it out.
What's your normal starting time and ending time?
So my normal starting time is like 1 p.m., like either 12 or 1 p.m. Today, I actually broke my fast really early at 9:30 when I had my the Praline, remember?
Oh, yeah, the show.
So and that was like 9:45. And trust, I literally like said, 9:46, is when I had that. But still at that point, I was still over 18 hours because I had stopped eating at like 2:30 the day before, So it's
just from 2:30 basically until you go to bed, then you wake up the next day, and
then I eat at like 11 or 12. Yeah, exactly. Well, more like if we go to our side gig, I don't eat till like after 1 o'clock. But if I'm working at home, then I'll probably eat around 12 o'clock.
Wow,
so
that's amazing.
But I'm not really doing any alternate day fasting, extended fasting. I'm not even really doing protein sparing fasting right now. I'm just alternating what I eat on a day-to-day basis. Like today I had burgers and brats. Tomorrow I'll have eggs and steak, I think we're going grocery shopping tomorrow, so I might buy some more salad, like things like that. So
give me some more tuna and steak.
Yeah. And how are your tuna portions? That's how they they call them in the store, tuna portions. I was like, oh, it's a portion. Awesome, thanks.
Yeah, it's a little bit smaller than a steak.
Mary T said the pain of 1 or 2 days to gain 5 to 10 pounds in a week or two to get off is a pretty big deterrent too. Now that's what I need to remember, is I really don't like the feeling of like having to when the weight sticks around. Yeah. And here's the thing, it's hit or miss, because y'all seen some days where I gain 9 pounds overnight, and then the next day I drop 9 pounds if I just go back to eating regular. And so I know that it is possible, but it's not consistent, because some days I'll eat and gain 9 pounds, and then the next day I'll be right back on keto, right back on plant, and I'll lose 2 pounds. And I'm like, oh no, I still can't be this far up, from if I'm going to be back on track. And then it takes a long time to lose it. That is something that I should remember. So.
There you go.
See, Lynette said one drink of a soda or one bite of anything with artificial sweetener gives me an instant headache every time. That's crazy.
Wow, Lynette. You can be like the canary.
Mrs. Duncan said, are you planning on going back to regular what I eat in a day? No, I am not planning on going back to those videos. I have no desire to make them right now.
What you eat in a day?
Yeah, like videos. I'm assuming you mean making videos. Unfortunately, no, not right now. I'm not in the place where I want to make those videos. And so if I ever get back there, I would love to share, but it's also boring. Look, Teal said flat out, I mean, I love you, Autumn, but we don't need to see you make another taco salad. And I said, exactly, Teal. That's how I feel. Teal.
Oh.
And
Teal.
I feel like I eat the same thing. Like, just, you want to know what I'm eating now? Go back to what I was eating like 6 months to a year ago. It's the same thing, right? Yes. And so I don't like to vary up what I eat and the way that I eat, right? So I just don't think it's interesting. So
blame Teal, guys. Yeah. If you don't have the video you want to see.
Just said, I would love if something happened when I eat something sugary, might make it easier to resist. This is exactly me, Jeff. Nothing happens.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Lynette's the canary in the mine. We need to just put you in front of everything, Lynette. Be like, tell us where the sugar's at. Tell us where the sugar's at, Lynette.
With your ankles. Brian said, for me, it's been almost 2 years since I've had anything non-keto. And even with all of that, I still have a long way to go to heal myself metabolically, which pushes me more to stay keto. That's what I need to heal myself metabolically. You need to keep
that memory close by. Keep that memory close by.
He said, yes, we all fast every day. That's why the first meal is called break fast. Exactly. Sam Banner said your granny probably learned to make the biscuits from a time with strict rations. That might actually be true.
And I'm pretty sure, Heath, growing up, you didn't know you fasted every day, Heath. Okay, slow down, bro. You didn't know you fasted.
But when you learn, that's what you're doing.
But no one knows that initially. That's what I'm trying to say.
I do occasionally make bread. I have 2 slices of toast with butter and bacon. Hubby eats the rest. And I'm good for 3 months. It doesn't bother me physically at all. Yeah, I'm getting to the point. I'm trying not to. Here's the thing. I'm trying not to make such big deals about like eating on keto and eating off keto. Like for me, eating off keto, it has to be worth it. Like a choice that I make. But then it also, once again, doesn't have to spill into this. Well, I'm off keto today. Might as well go crazy. Like it's really just like a case by case basis is what I'm working on.
Sampling this.
So
you're trying to get more like me.
No.
Yes, because you can't swim in it. You can't be a crisp bear. Okay. Right.
Brian said, remember when we got a video on Chipotle mayo? Good times.
You're going to bring up the flax crackers again.
I think I'm going to make a video about the pralines. They're so easy.
Bring up flax crackers and Jello.
Teal said, sorry, guys, if you need the taco tray how-to videos again. No, nobody needs those.
It's Teal's fault.
Miss Duncan said, have you still been lifting weights? No, yes. Not every day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yes. But yes, I've been lifting weights consistently for months. And I really, really enjoy doing that. Like, here's the thing, guys. I don't feel bad. Don't get me wrong. I don't feel bad at all. But like, really, my focus for the past couple months has actually been on like trying to be a healthy person versus share that I'm being a healthy person. Like I'm not going to take a gym selfie. I'm not going to take stories of me lifting weights. Like I just don't have the desire to do that. but I am doing those things,
so
right?
You just need somebody to take pictures of you when you're not paying attention.
If you want to, sure. Like, I'm not opposed to sharing. I'm just not actively motivated to do that, right? So yes.
So cute.
Tanya said, Richard, since you love to cook and flavor, would you try a week of keto and show some meals that you may like? Go for that. Go for that, husband. So
I gotta invest in the meat section first and foremost. So
does anybody else notice that Richard talks real tough on camera? Don't he though? I'm just like, you just being like, but people don't know that's what they're doing, Heath.
That's literally who I'm is. Who I'm is. That's what's going on in the 2000s. He does not
talk like that.
Okay, first of all, I was born this way.
Like so yeah, see, he said picture didn't happen. And that's the thing, like, y'all, nothing would happen in my life because I don't take pictures of it.
Exactly. You're a horrible picture taker.
But like, that's honestly what I've been working. Like, that's what I've been thinking when I'm trying to be this way. Like, I really feel it's been a shift in my priorities because I used to put such a big priority on just sharing what I was doing, but now I just want to do it. I don't want to show it. I just want to do it, And so that's
the other half of society.
I know.
Who actually lives their life.
Jory said, it's all right, guys. I'm sharing meals. You can come. Yeah, go watch Joe Race. Girl, I done passed on the meal torch. Go see what she's doing.
Wait, I don't think you even grabbed the meal torch.
Because
you gotta grab it.
I used to have the meal torch. Like, I used to make complicated, varying recipes. I used to meal preps. Yes.
Is this before me? Is this back when you was in your single mode?
Yes. 2017.
I need to meet you then. What the heck?
You should look at the things that I made.
I need to go.
But
back.
I have no desire to do that now. So Lynette said, I can see it now. Cooking keto with Richard. Y'all can have it. Y'all can.
Well, I would need a beautiful assistant.
No. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Stop messing my hair.
You do that to me all the time. Thank you very much.
I don't mess with your hair.
Yes, you do.
But your hair still looks better when I'm done with it.
You see that is caveat. No. You got caveat. There's levels to this.
Okay, guys. We're gonna go back to watching our television. Have a great night. No, we're so glad that you're here. Look, get your tickets to Ketopalooza. Get your Proper Human Diet merch, right? Come join us on Friday mornings over on the Weathers channel at 9:30 a.m. Eastern.
This is so soft.
Yes.
I mean,
the sleeve. Ooh.
I can go to bed, right?
Oh my gosh. Have a great night, you guys. And we'll see you on Friday over on the Weathers channel. Bye.